That ugly feeling when you delay something important? It's not a flaw, it's a feature. It's a functional warning system. Procrastination isn't just a bad habit, it's your brain trying to protect you from stress, fear, or overload. Today, I'm going to show you how to flip your procrastination into power. Because once you understand the real reason you're stuck, you'll unlock the exact system to beat it without guilt, burnout, or willpower. Procrastination isn't a sign of weakness, it's a signal, and most people miss it. So in this video, we're answering 3 questions that matter. First, why do we procrastinate even when we want to be productive? Second, what is your procrastination trying to tell you, and how do you figure that out? Third, and most importantly, how do you use it to your advantage? This isn't a video full of cliches or just start advice. You're going to get real strategies backed by science and used by top performers. So stay until the end because I'll also give you a 3-step method to transform your procrastination patterns, starting today. Let's break it down. Procrastination isn't random, but rather has deep roots in our biology and psychology. And procrastination is a conflict between your limbic system, the emotional brain that seeks comfort, and your prefrontal cortex, which handles planning and long-term goals. When a task feels too big, boring, or uncertain, your brain treats it like a threat. It activates avoidance, not because you're lazy, but because it's protecting you from perceived pain. That's why you suddenly find yourself playing games and checking social media instead of working. Those things give you dopamine, a chemical reward for avoiding discomfort. Here's the twist. Procrastination is not about time management, it's about emotion management. When you say, I'll do it later, what you're really saying is, I don't want to feel this discomfort right now. And the more you get mad at yourself for not doing stuff, the harder it becomes. Your brain starts to think work feels bad, so you want to do it even less. That's how the habit gets stronger. But if you know what your brain is doing, it's like it's giving you a helpful hint. Then, instead of arguing with it, you can help it do the good stuff you really want to do. Let's move to how, reframing procrastination. What if procrastination isn't the problem, but the messenger? Most people treat procrastination like an enemy to conquer, but it's actually a feedback mechanism. When you avoid a task, your brain is trying to communicate. Your job is to listen. Ask yourself, am I unclear on what to do next? Does this task feel meaningless or misaligned with my goals? Am I afraid of failing, being judged, or not doing it perfectly? These questions uncover the true root of procrastination, and each one leads to a different solution. If it's lack of clarity, break the task into one small next action. If it's low relevance, connect it to a bigger personal reason. If it's fear, remind yourself that perfection isn't the goal, progress is. Here's the magic. Once you start decoding procrastination this way, it becomes a tool. It shows you where your inner resistance is, and once you address that, your motivation flows naturally. It's like using your internal GPS. The delay isn't a detour, it's pointing you to a better route. Think about it. When you hesitate to work on something, it's not just laziness. It could be misalignment, confusion, or even burnout. Reframing procrastination this way puts you back in control. It's not about pushing harder, it's about understanding deeper. Next, I'll show you how to turn that awareness into momentum with real tools that work. Turn procrastination into productivity. Now that you've learned to listen to procrastination, let's use it as fuel. Here's the first strategy, chunk it down. Big tasks feel scary, but micro tasks, they feel doable. Instead of write a report, say, open a blank doc, or outline the first 3 points. Your brain needs small wins to build momentum. Every check mark gives you dopamine, and that builds progress. Second, the 2-minute rule. If something will take less than 2 minutes, do it immediately. This clears clutter, reduces resistance, and starts a chain reaction. Often, starting is the hardest part, and 2 minutes removes the friction. Third, time box your procrastination. Set a 10-minute procrastination window where you allow yourself to delay. Use that time to journal while you're resisting, take a quick walk, or brainstorm ideas. This prevents mindless distraction and transforms it into intentional recovery. Remember, you're not fighting your brain, you're working with it. And let procrastination become your productivity compass. We covered the science, the signals, and the strategies, and now it's your turn. Next time you catch yourself procrastinating, pause and ask what it's really telling you. Then use it. If this helped you reframe how you see procrastination, hit that like button, drop a comment, and make sure you subscribe. Your brain's not broken, it's brilliant. Let's use it.